They met in a visa line. Then, they changed dancehall forever. What are the odds that two men waiting in line at the U.S. Embassy in Kingston would end up forming one of the most iconic duos in reggae history? Before 1992, Chaka Demus and Pliers were just two rising artists hustling for their place in the industry. Then fate intervened. One conversation, one spark. The result? A legendary partnership that shattered records, took dancehall global, and created some of the biggest anthems of all time. But how did they go from unknowns to chart-topping superstars? And what really happened after their reign at the top? In the chaotic streets of Kingston, where political violence painted the nights in uncertainty, a young boy named John Taylor found solace in music. Raised amidst the turbulence, he watched the dancehall scene explode, captivated by the powerful voices that controlled the sound systems like kings commanding their thrones. One name stood out to him, Chaka Demus, a DJ with a gift for rhymes that could shake the ground beneath an eager crowd. John, inspired by this lyrical giant, knew his calling had been set. He would not just be a spectator in the dancehall revolution. He would be a force. Soon, the world would come to know him as Chaka Demus. Miles away, in the quiet town of Rockhall, St. Andrews, another boy harbored dreams far removed from music. Everton Bonner had envisioned himself standing in a soldier's uniform, maybe even stepping into a boxing ring, ready to fight for glory. But fate had different plans. A melody haunted him, a rhythm that seemed to whisper to him in the wind. He could not resist the pull of music, and so he made a decision that would change his life forever. With unwavering determination, he sold his goats to buy a guitar. The world of music was unforgiving, and breaking into the industry seemed like an impossible feat. But his talent was undeniable. Struggle after struggle, he carved a name for himself. Soon, people began to take notice of the voice that carried the kind of soul only a man who had known hardship could deliver. He would be known as Pliers. Their paths were separate, but their destinies intertwined. Pliers had already made his mark with a song that would later become legendary. Meanwhile, Chaka Demus had established himself as one of Jamaica's most formidable DJs, his gravelly voice cutting through rhythms like a blade. Yet, something was missing. He saw in Pliers a talent that had not been fully recognized, a voice that deserved to rise higher. And so in 1992, at the most unexpected of places, the U.S. Embassy, fate played its hand. They stood in line, waiting to secure visas, strangers bound by the same dream. That chance meeting sparked a conversation, and soon, a collaboration was born. Their first performance together took place in Florida, and the crowd erupted. The chemistry between them was electric, undeniable. The blend of Chaka Demus' commanding presence and Pliers' silky harmonies was unlike anything the dancehall world had seen before. It did not take long for them to record their first single as a duo, Girl Wine. The track exploded across Jamaica, claiming a top 10 spot and marking the beginning of a journey that would shatter expectations. Then came the moment that would change everything. The year was 1993, and the duo released Tease Me. The song did not just climb the charts, it dominated them. For 3 months, it sat at the top of the UK charts, selling 300,000 copies. The world took notice. Their biggest anthem, the song that would etch their names into history, was reborn. Murder, She Wrote, once a solo effort, now had the fire of Chaka Demus' powerful delivery alongside Pliers' signature flow. It became one of the most iconic dancehall tracks ever recorded, a song that transcended borders, a song that refused to fade. By the time Twist and Shout dropped in 1994, the duo had already made history. The single catapulted them to an elite status, making them the first Jamaican act in 8 years to reach #1 on the UK charts. Dancehall had never seen a partnership like this. Two artists, so different yet so perfectly in sync, rewriting the rules of the genre. Even as the years passed, the fire never dimmed. In 1995, they returned with She Don't Let Nobody, another massive hit that soared to #4 in the UK. Their momentum carried into 1996 with For Every Kind of People, a song that, while not as explosive as their previous hits, still showcase their unwavering consistency. Tours across Europe, the United States, and Asia solidified their status as global dancehall ambassadors. Through the 2000s, they continued to perform, refusing to let time erase their legacy. Help Them Lord, released in 2001, proved they still had the magic. Compilation albums kept their music alive, each track a reminder of the golden era they had shaped. But beyond the records and the numbers, what truly set them apart was something rare in the industry: a bond built on loyalty. There was no rivalry, no hidden competition between them. Their friendship was genuine, their partnership unbreakable. In an industry often plagued by egos and betrayals, Chaka Demus and Pliers stood as a testament to what music should be: collaborative, timeless, and pure. Now, as they celebrate 3 decades together, their influence remains as strong as ever. They continue to perform, their voices as powerful as the day they first joined forces. Dancehall has seen many acts come and go, but few have left the mark that Chaka Demus and Pliers carved into history. They were not just another duo. They were pioneers, visionaries, legends. Their story is not one of fleeting fame, but of endurance, of a sound that refused to be silenced. Chaka Demus and Pliers did not just make hits, they created anthems. They transformed dancehall, and in doing so, they became immortal. Chaka Demus and Pliers didn't just make music, they built a legacy. Their songs still echo across generations, proving that real talent never fades. But what's next for them? Will they return with new music, or is their time in the spotlight truly over? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the greatest music stories of all time, subscribe now. The next story might just surprise you.